Now on to implementing the data loader. We're going to implement it inside the function, which we call as get data. So data is passed on to the parameters that we need, that is the green paths, test paths, the batches that we're going to need, of which we're going to get it from the default configuration class, and then the number of workers. Yeah, so this number of workers is actually dependent on the performance, whether you have I think it's whether you have a GPU, since actually how optimizes multi-threading while training. So yeah, so let's first of all, it's Cats&Dogs dataset. Yeah, in Cats&Dogs dataset, what we were actually passing was the image path and where the training is false. So image path is train, and then since training is true, actually just say true, and then for the test data, we're going to do the same. Yeah, tests training is false. Then after that, we initialize now the data loader. So to get the train loader, let's say data loader. So the data loader takes the train data, and then it also takes the batch size and the number of workers, and whether we want to shuffle the data. The batch size, the number of workers, or whether we want to do the shuffling. I think I'll just say true to that. Yeah, and then we'll go ahead and implement the test loader. Test loader, here we get test data and then test loader. And so after doing that test, we actually don't want shuffling. So let's say it's false. Then after that, we return the loaders. That's the train loader and the test loader. Yeah, so on that, so after implementing that one, we run the cell. So this should actually be test equals test path. So then let's now get the data. So after train data, test data, we get data. Then everything else is okay. Since we are going to use batch size from the default configuration, let us actually use it. Yeah, so I think now we run it, and now it's okay. Now I can view a sample of the batch. Let's say for the train data, running it. So next iter train data. So yeah, let me look into the error. Yeah, so after a while it was able to work. I actually don't really know what was the issue, but it was this line had the problem. I kind of tweaked things a bit and it actually just worked. You can look into it. Maybe I missed out a detail in this function, but it was actually the core of this is the problem. But yeah, so let's continue on. So after calling the data loader, now if we get to view the shapes of the images and labels. See that it's now okay. We see the permutations which was done by the two tensor and our labels. Yeah, so that's it on the data loader. We are now going to deal with the next part, which is visualizations. Yeah, okay, that's it. So let me just show you a quick view of the custom dataset that we defined. Then you can maybe look into what was the issue and also link the code below so that you can have the code, both the notebook and the Python file, which are also great. Yeah, so thank you. So on to the next step, which is visualizations.